Good morning, it's your man Earl. We are here Wednesday, 5/23/2018, mid-morning. Just got done doing some landscaping, so we are jumping in the shower right quick and got a little refreshed. But we are day 143, once again, 5/23/2018, May 23rd, Wednesday, mid-morning. Just got done with some work. I try to get the work in early in the morning, right? And then I can have the rest of the day to either nap, study, read, because you guys know, if you've been following us here at DeucesWild22.com or our YouTube channel, that we are doing in 2 years what we did not do in 20. And what do I mean by that is reading 2,000 books and just accomplishing some things, because why? We don't want to leave our work undone. So with that being said, today is day 143. And for those of us who are believers in the Most High God, there's a very popular passage of Scripture that I just want to give a couple points of insight in that the Lord has been dealing with me on and in and around. And of course, you can expand this, expound this, however you want to do it. But I just want to give you a couple points about this. And it is it's the 37th Psalm, verses 23 and 24. And it reads thus as follows, reading from the King James Version, I believe. It says, the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. 24, though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholdeth him with his hand. So we thank the Lord this morning for grace, thank the Lord this morning for resources, and he is my only source. As an entrepreneur, all that I get, gets directly from his hand. He feeds me business as well as everything else, because I live basically 100% from the income that I go out and create. And there's plenty of scriptures about the Lord gives us strength to go out and create wealth. And I'm paraphrasing and mixing things together, but you guys understand, who are believers in the Most High God, all that I have, all that I am, all that I will become and will be comes from God. So today is 1:43, Wednesday, mid-morning, brunch, lunch, if you will. I just got out the shower, and I just want to give you a couple points on today's subject matter. Is God orders our steps. God orders our steps. And here's some gravy. First of all, you need to be sensitive to the directions of the Lord. All right, and that's in every area of your life, not just in areas that you are weak in, but also, in a sense, you want to be and develop a certain level of sensitivity to the Lord's leading, to his presence, right? So watch this. God orders our steps, but point number one I want to give you is we determine our stride. Okay, God orders our steps, but he leaves it up to us to determine our stride. Now, what is a stride? A stride is a long, if you will, walk, or a long, decisive step in a specified direction. Now, why is that so important? Because the Lord orders our steps, but we determine how decisive our stride, or how decisive our steps are going to be in that direction. Some people lollygag, as you well know. Some people meander, as you well know. And some people procrastinate, as you well know. So God can order the step, but we are the ones who determine our stride. How quickly, how assertive, how aggressive are we going to go after the direction of the Lord? Okay, the second thing I want to give you is we determine the speed of how we step. Now, what is speed? Speed is the level of trajectory, or the level of mass going across, or a movement, right? So we determine how fast. So one thing we have is the stride, and then we also, God gives it up to us, that the speed of that stride. Now, some people jog, some people walk fast, some people take baby steps in speed, if you will. So you have to be very, very conscious that God can give you the steps. He can order our steps, but it's the stride and speed, okay, that he leaves it up to us. Right? Those things, he leaves it up to us, right? Stride and then speed is determined up to us. So the Lord led me to go to school, get my master's degree in divinity. Guess what? It was up to me how quickly I got it. Some people take 9, 12 years. Some people hammer it out in 3, which was me. I went and got that joker in 3 years, right? Drove up to an hour and a half one way to go to school, twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week when I had seminars. So guess what? It was my stride. I took long, decisive trips, long, decisive driving down I-74, heading towards Peoria, heading towards Decatur, heading towards Peoria, Galesburg. Why? Because I was taking steps in a specified direction, right? And then the last one I like is God lets us pick the shoes that we wear when he orders our steps. Now, shoes are a tool, right? And we wear different types of shoes for the task at hand. Now watch this. The tool, the shoe, can increase the effectiveness of each step, right? You don't wear open-toe sandals to go mountain climbing. Not a good decision. Now, can you wear them? Of course you can. And that's how, I don't want to use the word, that's how God lets us determine the effectiveness of our step, right? Do you have the right shoes on? You know, it's funny nowadays, people wear house shoes out in public. Now, 2 things with that I want to give you. First of all, you know how unsanitary that is to bring in the outside germs and viruses into your humble abode? And then the second thing is how unkept, because most house shoes don't match what you have on. Because if you think about it, your house shoes lead to where you wearing your pajamas out and about. People didn't start wearing their pajamas first. They started wearing their house shoes, and then they said, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and go to the store and what I have on. Why change? So one poor decision could lead to a landslide of ineffective decisions, right? So God orders our steps. Day 143. It's your man Earl giving you a little bit of the truth, if you will, of the Most High God as revealed in the Holy Writ, the Bible, if you will. Okay? God orders our steps, but he lets us pick our stride. He lets us choose our speed, and he lets us choose the tools, our shoes that we're going to have on, which determines the effectiveness of each step, right? And guess what? You can cheat and type in, you know, people start typing GPS, but guess what? Even GPS doesn't tell you how fast to go. All right? Even GPS doesn't tell you what kind of tires you need on your vehicle. Okay? And watch this. I'm going to close with this one. If I was preaching and teaching, I would give you this one. Okay? Your stride is a step in a process towards a, watch this, a goal or a aim. Now, that should light your fire, because you know us here at Deuces Wild 22, at Fig Tree Global, at North Star Construction, at our music group that's going to be coming out. So Sean gonna resurrect that. Your stride ought to be in your chief aim. Okay? I'm starting to get a little happy here, so I got to shut this thing down. Day 143, 5/23, Wednesday, mid-morning, brunch, lunch. That's your man Earl. God bless you. We love you. Peace.